Hi everyone, my name is Colette Betriga. Welcome to Colette's Thermy Kitchen on YouTube. Tonight we are making a no fuss, super simple potato bake, but it's still yummy and tasty. Now the first thing we need to do is to grate up some cheese. And I've got here a load of really tasty cheddar and Parmesan. This is our favorite mix. I kind of work on a 3 parts cheddar to 1 part Parmesan. And we keep it in a container in the fridge and just go to it as we need to. But I'm going to grate this up in the Thermomix. I've got heaps more than what I'll need for this dish. So in that goes. And I'm going to grate that for 10 seconds at speed 8. Okay, so a few seconds later, that cheese is just beautifully grated down, so you can see how yummy that's going to be. I know, Andrew, you'd love to have some of this now, but you have to wait. So this is going to go into the fridge, and some of this will be going into this beautiful dish that I'm cooking tonight. Just a little tip, if you're not aware, you can turn the base, and that's going to allow anything that's caught underneath the blades to drop out. So the bowl's pretty clean there, and I'm not going to bother to clean it for the next step. So now the cheese is done, I can get on with some of the flavourings for our potato bake. Now I am going to pop in there an onion. So I've got a whole onion that I've just chopped in half into the Thermomix. And I've got about 5 rashers of streaky bacon that I've cut into this size. They're going into the Thermomix as well. I've also got some garlic, and this is a little bit older garlic, and I'm not sure whether you can see that, probably not. There's a tiny little green core in the middle. Now because I'm cooking that, and it's going to cook for about 5 minutes, I'm not too worried about that. But if I was using this raw or cooking it very minimally, I would take that out. But that's just going to go in there for now. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to chop all those down. And that's literally going to take me 3 seconds at speed 5. Three seconds. Wowza. Bacon chopped, garlic chopped, onion chopped. So I'm just going to scrape down those sides. So you can see this potato bake is going to be pretty yum with those flavourings. And then I'm just going to add a few more ingredients. So I'm adding in some butter, and that's going to help to fry this off, to actually saute it beautifully. I'm also adding a tablespoon of my chicken stock powder. Any of those stock pastes or powders that you might have, go ahead, use those. Veggie stock paste is a lovely one in this too. And I'm adding plenty of pepper. And although it's got salt in, and there's a bit of salt from the stock powder, I'm still going to add just a little tad more salt. And then what I'm going to do is get the Thermomix to saute that for me for 5 minutes at varoma temperature, on reverse at speed 1. So the onions, the garlic, the butter, that's all finished sauteing, which is beautiful. Just going to have a little taste. And what I'm tasting for, oh my goodness, you'd so good. What I was tasting for is the salt, the pepper, just making sure that it's not too overpowering and that I've got enough in there, and I'm happy to say it's just beautiful. So there it is, all sauteed down. So all I need to do now is to add into that my last 2 ingredients, and that's just some thickened cream. So about 300 mils or thereabouts is good. You could do some cream, some milk with the cream if you want to. You could even do half cream, half chicken stock, so entirely up to you. And then I'm also going to pop into there some chopped parsley. And I'm just going to stir that through with the Thermomix, 3 seconds, on reverse at speed 3. Okay, so that's all stirred through. Let's have a little look. So that's basically the sauce all done. Can you see that? And it smells delicious. This is going to be a great potato bake, that's for sure. Now, I've kind of done things a bit back to front, which is not unusual for me. The first thing we really should have done is chop the potatoes. So I'm just going to set this to one side and I'm going to carry on and chop those potatoes now. Now I am not going to bother slicing them thinly using a mandolin or with a knife. This is a quick no fuss potato bake. You know, the kind you want to do when you get in from work and you've just got so much else happening. So all I'm going to do, I've got a kilo of potatoes here. These are the white potatoes. You want those kind of lovely starchy potatoes, and these are the Sebagos, and you'll find these in Coles, Woolies, all those places. So I'm just going to put in about 500 grams, half of these just to begin with. I'm going to do it in 2 lots.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here.
So that's a lot quicker than actually slicing. Now what I want to do is just give this a quick look, because this bit here, I'm just going to chop that into 3. I've got about 3 or 4 of these that I'm just going to chop into 3 because I don't want them whole, and I think that's about it. Alright, so there's the potatoes all ready to go. Now yes, of course you can slice them if you want to, and most definitely if I had people over I would do a beautiful potato dauphinoise, slice them up, but that's going to take a lot more time. So on top of that we're going to pour that beautiful sauce. Okay, so that's going in, and then we need to just top that with some cheese to add some lovely cheesiness. And then we're going to mix that gently through. As much cheese or as little cheese as you want. So that now is just all being mixed through gently. So all those chunky potatoes are going to create little cavities and layers where that sauce is going to mix in. Done. Super quick, super easy, that's what we're after, no fuss. And then I just want to make my topping for this. And for my topping I've got a bit more cheese, and then I'm going to add to that some breadcrumbs. This is going to give it a really nice crunch. And then add some seasoning to that. A bit of salt, a bit of pepper. And then that's going to be sprinkled on top. So that lovely crunchy topping has gone on top. So this is then going to be covered in foil, and I'm going to pop this into a preheated oven at 180 degrees for about half an hour. Then I'm going to take the foil off, whack it up to 200 degrees, and that's going to take a further 20 to 30 minutes, and it's going to be delicious. Hi, so the beautiful potato bake is now out of the oven. Smells absolutely delicious, and you can see how yummy that looks. So let's serve up a little portion and just check it out. Yeah. Crispy top. Oh, put that over to here. So you've got some chunks, some not so chunks. So there you go. Beautiful, beautiful potato bake. And of course, it's all about the taste. So let's have a little taste. It's going to be super hot. It smells really cheesy. You can smell the bacon. For a super quick potato bake, that's really yummy. It took about 5 minutes to pull together in the Thermomix. Now, if you do like your traditional slices, please just go ahead and slice them. You can do them fairly thick with this one. You don't have to do them super thin like a potato dauphinoise. But this is just lovely for a midweek potato snack. I think you'll enjoy it. Cheers, until next time. My name's Colette McKeegan. Bye for now.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.